Hi, this is Ricky-san. I'm a Pi consultant. In this video, I'm going to talk about the difference between the Pi interface for OPC DA and the OPC HDA. My client like to switch to OPC HDA instead of using OPC DA. He liked the data to be more stable there in HDA. It compared to the SIGNET. As it comparing to the real data source, you see like more like matching. So instead of like, oh, there's less data from our Pi server than in the SIGNET, right? SIGNET OPC server. So here is the comparison, right, to start off. So we have 70,000 tags from that interface instance from SIGNET, and both of the computer, the one way we want to collect from the Pi interface for OPC DA and HDA are the same computer actually. So they are having the same computer resources because it's the same machine, right? We are going to switch from the old to the new. We have two environments, both collecting data from SIGNET OPC servers, and one is collecting from OPC DA and the other one is collecting from OPC HDA. So we have two instances of interface trying to collect the same data from the same data source. Well, it's not the same data source. One is DA, one is HDA, right? So the one with OPC DA is using only one instance, and the one with collecting from OPC HDA, I have to spin off 7 instances. Why am I doing that? Because one instance would not be able to collect the data. It's just too long wait time. And there is, in the log, there is too much skip scan, right? Skip scan. I'm trying to use the green because it's HDA. So there is too many skip scan inside the log, so it doesn't look right, and it's too long when I start the interface, collects data, like, I don't know, I have to wait 2-3 hours, which doesn't make sense. So I decided to split it. In the OPC DA, it will retrieve the data and archive at the same time. Depends on processes, it can do simultaneous. It kind of do concurrent. That's what I understand from tech support article. It can go as in asynchronous archiving and retrieving. Versus for the HDA, right, if you use the OPC HDA interface, it has to retrieve the data first and then archive. You have to have the data retrieved first from the interface and then put it in Pi server. It is synchronized with the OPC server. When you compare using OPC HDA and the SIGNET data, it almost like the same, right? They are exactly the same because that's what OPC HDA do. It's to get the historical data where the data sources. But we hit a lot of performance issue because we know that from the exercise here, OPC DA are way faster than OPC HDA from the interface collection standpoint, right? One is 70,000 tags, right, in one instance, but the other one I have to spin off like 7 instances, right? As you know, imagine like you have to create 7 interface instance for the same point source. Harder to support, and you have to monitor 7 more interface, right? And versus, you know, just one interface instance take care of everything. And I'm surprised that actually OPC DA is that much faster because it's 70,000 tags, right? But it's still able to pick up really quickly. Versus like if you have 70,000 tags in OPC HDA, like from that interface, you are waiting a long time or actually maybe you'll never wait. It will crash for sure because it just won't get there, right? It never pick up. Since my client have that request, right, change everything to HDA, I have to make things work for him, right? Just different way of doing things. Right now you have more instance instead of one instance. Also, there is a GS switch as well. Like you can group the tags, depends on the number of how many tags you have in each scan class. You can group the tag, so you can write 800 there, assuming you have 800 tags in your scan class. 800 would be a good number to start, and then you can group them instead of just, I think if you don't feel it, it's 1. So that increased the performance as well. General rule of thumb to me is 10k tags per instance, and then I just go for like, I split it into 70,000 tags. But yeah, I guess I don't really like having so many instances. I wish the performance is better. I wish there is a OPC connector, Pi connector for HDA, but which it doesn't have. There is the OPC UA, right? OPC UA is like, I think most modern control system, SCADA or will have OPC UA, and then you just use that connector. Then the connector would help you split the scan classes, the instance, right? You only need one instance, and then it will take care of everything. That's what I wanted to share today about OPC DA interface and the OPC HDA interface and their difference. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. I'll see you next week. Bye.